Hello YouTube, this is Drew, and today we're doing another dash cam drive through a town in South Carolina, and today we're visiting the town of Gaston in Lexington County. Gaston is our next stop in our quest to visit every single town in the state. Gaston has less than 2,000 people, but it is only 20 miles from downtown Columbia. And if I could recommend one thing about Gaston that I can't really say about other towns, is that if you go to gastonsc.org, you will bear witness to a website that looks fresh out of 1999, and it is just wonderful. I mean, it has the animations going on in the background, just like a web TV special or something like that kind of website going on there. And it's pretty interesting. Obviously, they're working on the road here. And also, I want to point out and notate that I did edit how this video looks. It was very dark for whatever reason. It wasn't that close to dark for it to be as bad as it was. It's just the shadows, I guess. So I did fix that. I want to say another thing about Gaston before I talk about it a little bit more. Some of the stuff on the website is that I saw more dirt roads near Swansea and Gaston, which you kind of got to go through Swansea to get to Gaston, at least the way I went, than I have, I think, anywhere else in the state. So that was pretty cool. There's a fire tower. I love a good old fire tower. Up there on the left, see it? People would climb that and see if there's a fire on the horizon or something, back in the old days before, they had satellite imagery and whatever else they do to measure fires. And I would honestly love to own a piece of property that has one of those on them. Anyway, according to GastonSC.org, they, or the town of Gaston, festival. They host the Barbecue and Collard Festival. I don't know about y'all, but those are two of my favorite foods. So maybe I'm missing out by not going to that festival. I've been to a lot of the others. Peely Peanut Party, Loris Boggoff, Aner Hoedown, Bishopville's Lizard Man Festival, the Hampton County Watermelon Festival. Maybe I need to come to Gaston to the Barbecue and Collard Festival. If that is a good festival, please comment below and tell me all about it. Oh, the Springfield Frog Jump as well. Tabor City Yam Festival and Cheerwine Festival in Salisbury. Those two being in North Carolina. But anyway, I'm just rambling. But anyway, if you've ever been to the Barbecue and Collard Festival, I would love to hear about that. Now, I did make a mistake in Gaston, and I've kind of made this mistake often, honestly, here lately. And that is, I got directions to basically Town Hall, and Town Hall is buried way back here. There it is on the left there. Instead of just driving through the main district of town, I didn't know though, so I just followed directions. And what I did is I added stops. So I had directions to Gaston and then Pine Ridge and then South Congaree and then Whataburger, a delicious Whataburger. We don't have that in my area of the state. So anytime I go to Columbia or nearby, I do try to stop there. So yeah, and I filmed a lot more, but I didn't know when Gaston ended. Kind of looked at a map and realized that maybe even at this point I was no longer in city town limits, but I still kept filming until we get up to the next stop sign. But you would have really seen some of the dirt roads. See, there's one right there to the left. There's a lot of them in this area of South Carolina, and not that far from Columbia, which is the crazy part. But anyway, that was Gaston, South Carolina in Lexington County.